Like, oh shit.
Whipped cream all over your body, yow.
Coming soon to this theater.
It's alive. It's moving. It's coming this way.
Hey, all you sexy motherfuckers out there. It's Brian, back for another episode of Horror Movie Club. What do we do in Horror Movie Club? We watch horror movies, B. We always make sure that it's a movie that's not behind a paywall. That's kind of like our rule, because we want you to be able to watch the film that we're talking about without having to pay for it. So if tonight's movie intrigues you and you haven't seen it yet, and what we say makes you think, damn, I got to check that out, guess what? You can. Link is in the description below. God, we got a good one tonight. I thought I've been wanting to do this one for a while, and also switch things up and do a documentary. And this is like a documentary, but it's very, very horror related. But let me bring in my boy Matt. How are you doing, brother?
Oh man, I'm doing awesome, man. Just chilling, working. You know, got me a little bottle of Kraken right here. Taking it easy on the brewskis for a few weeks. And yeah, man, just chugging along. Thanks for having me.
Oh, dude, it ain't the club without you. And Preston, how are you doing, my friend?
I'm not drinking Kraken. Is how I'm doing.
The Kraken.
I had a bad experience that I inflicted.
Release
upon
the
myself.
Kraken.
I tried to drink a whole
like,
bottle at a show.
What
and
is that like? Is that like malt liquor or something?
No, it's rum. It's black
Rum.
spice rum.
Oh, it's rum.
Yeah, 94
Oh,
proof.
rum will fuck you up.
Oh, yeah,
Dum dum dum.
chugging a bottle definitely fucks you up.
Yeah, I just
Definitely.
got me through the pandemic.
And Pops, how are you doing, brother?
We just keep rolling along, bro.
Rolling.
Doing what we do.
Doggies rolling.
Oh, y'all like it, share it, subscribe, no matter where you're watching.
Right.
Jump all around. We're everywhere. Follow, do all that shit. You know.
Yeah, folks, if it's not a problem, smash that like button and click the subscribe and ring a ding ding dong, the little bell for notifications. I'm at 558 subscribers now. It's every day. It's like 2 or 3 more inching closer.
Big jump the last month. I noticed, dude. You gone up like 100 subscribers in the last month, dude.
All right. Now, this is also very much a comics related show because we're all comic book people, right? And I've got to show this to you guys. There is a comic that escaped my scrutiny called Midnight Nation. And nice. What it's about is this guy who is one of many people who aren't seen by the society, right? Like homeless people, that sort of thing. The people that are just sort of ignored.
Ew,
they kind of fall into another dimension, and in that dimension, there are demons that are like hunting them and eating them. And the thing is that gradually you're going to become one of those things. And so this guy has to walk across the entire country with this woman who, may or may not be an angel. And it's really, really good. The art is by Gary Frank.
Oh, nice.
What is it called?
Right?
Yeah,
he has a style that's very similar to the guy that always did Garth Ennis' stuff.
Yeah.
Fabry.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about. Gary Frank. He's badass.
Yeah.
What's it called? What's the name of the book?
Midnight Nation. Now, the reason I wanted to share this with y'all is because it has the worst cover I've ever seen.
Oh, really?
It has you guys tell me. Okay.
Oh, Gary Frank.
Yeah, that's horrible.
pretty fucking stupid. I wouldn't buy that.
Yeah,
Not based off of the cover, anyway.
yeah. No
Dude.
Gary Frank art on the cover, like that should be the best.
Yeah, that's fucking
splash of Gary
stupid.
Frank. I mean, he did badass Batman books. He's done. I think he did a lot of stuff with Jeff Johns. He did a Batman Earth One.
I got to call something out too. They have they have a cartoon series called Scavenger's Reign.
Mm-hmm.
And it irritates me because they don't credit Mobius at the beginning of that show.
Interesting. But I mean, it's like, remember Spinal Tap, Smell the Glove, the record that they released? They have to change the cover so it's just all black.
Right.
That's what this reminds me of. Who the
Like
fuck?
Metallica's black.
Who okayed this?
Yeah, it's horrible.
It's insane. It's insane. But yeah, you could probably find this on Amazon pretty cheap. But I have to share this because this just blew my mind.
How many pages is that?
It's a nice thick book. It's like 10 issues. Pinups.
Oh wow. Okay. Who was it produced by? Was it produced by Vertigo at first? Top Cow. Okay.
Yep.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, that's J. Michael Straczynski. Who did Babylon 5 and a billion other things. But yeah, I just had to.
I heard he was a pretty decent writer.
Can I give a shout out to one of our boys?
Of course. Always.
Doc Blalock, baby.
Nice.
Yeah. I see Sim in the chat. Slayer's in the motherfucking house.
What up, Sim?
It's a Jim O'Reilly cover of Pariah Blood and Mud by Doc Blalock. You guys know Doc. Doc's coffee shop. Wednesdays at 1:00.
Yeah. Doc's a cool dude, and he has a really good radio voice. It's like one of those people that's like
voiceover
like
guy.
him, Von Klaus, Ink Spots. Those are like people I'm thinking like, damn, they should be working on the radio or something.
He actually is the voice of Crom.
Just back it already.
Oh, that's cool. Oh man. So yeah, tonight's movie is Wrinkles the Clown, and it's not a horror movie, it's a documentary. Now, a lot of people, this one was freaking weird. Yeah, for sure. I mean, look, a lot of this, pretty much almost everything we show that we talk about here, almost every movie is weird. This one's like uncomfortably weird because, as this guy says in the documentary, Jason Voorhees isn't real. Freddy Krueger isn't real. Wrinkles is real.
Yeah.
Right? But he actually sees him going by, and he's just like, I can
Small
saw
town
him. He
horror.
was just here. So, yeah, a little background. And I don't know how long ago this was.
I remember this phenomenon.
It was a total of like 13 years ago now.
Really? Yeah, I guess it was kind of like maybe it feels like not that long ago, because I remember like watching the news and seeing these clown sightings across America, and people were
kind of scared about it. Creepy right in the beginning of the movie. Okay, they established creepy right away.
Yeah, for sure. Oh, I see. 9 years ago. Okay, so this was, about 9 years ago. It's just, that's one of the things that's fucked up about aging is like your perception of time. Just totally changes. They don't warn you about that shit either. So, this guy, Wrinkles the Clown, is a guy who dresses up in like the creepiest fucking clown suit you've ever seen. If you have coulrophobia, which is a fear of clowns, you would see him and you would book. would you'd be pounding pavement real fucking fast. Let me show the trailer to this real quick. Let's take a little peek at that, so you can get a idea of the film we're talking about here. And also, we should take a look at some of the actual videos that he uploaded.
Yeah, that's cool.
Hey, Wrinkles, I need you to come get these kids. Yeah, I got you.
So basically, he went around and just put these stickers all around, like, I think, Southwest Florida. And there was a number that you could call, and Wrinkles the Clown would actually pick up and, like, talk to you.
Dude, Mike Barron should put him in the next Florida Man.
$30 comes
Sure.
together.
Oh, dude, for sure.
Wait, they pay him to come scare their kids?
Fuck yeah.
Yeah. What happened was this guy was causing such a stir that people started using him the way that
I found out about Wrinkles.
Parents have used the boogeyman and other monsters to get their children to behave, right? Like I was saying before the stream, in Germany, for instance, and in Scandinavia, if you weren't a good boy or girl, you know, not only is Santa Claus not going to come and hook you up, but fucking Krampus is going to come. He's going to get your ass and drag your ass to hell, right? And I guarantee you that, like, even in caveman days, like, parents were like, there's a monster in the fucking woods. I'll let him fucking get you. I'll let him fucking get you. Just to get them to behave.
Through a news story.
Meet Southwest Florida's Wrinkles the Clown.
Hi, Wrinkles. I'm a reporter at the Washington Post.
I'm a reporter at the Naples Daily News.
I've just seen your story.
Yeah, so this guy went, like, nationwide.
Blew up online.
You can call him. He'll scare people for you.
Sorry, you've reached Wrinkles the Clown. You're scaring little people that can't defend themselves.
Yeah, and then, of course, there are the hate calls.
You don't know if he's trying to do this for fun or trying to kill you. It's like a boogeyman situation.
Oh my God!
We know that there's a human underneath, and yet you don't know their identity, and that creeps people.
That's one of my favorite videos, actually. The one of him just, like, rolling by with a shopping cart.
You better be afraid of Rink. He's real.
By calling him, you're essentially inviting him in. And
yeah, this guy's a cultural anthropologist.
To your life.
It's almost like saying, what was it, Candyman 3 times in a mirror or some shit?
Oh, yeah.
Bloody Mary.
Mean, there's a scene in the movie where they do that, where you know, they're, like, looking in the mirror and going, devil, devil, devil.
And the Bloody Mary too. Bloody Mary was a big
Bloody
big
Mary.
urban myth.
That's right, Bloody Mary. So this
I was
guy
gonna say this would be an awesome retirement job,
like a fucking, like, you know, like the Slender Man or something like that.
Or was it like South Park where it was Biggie Smalls, Biggie Smalls, Biggie Smalls?
Oh, that's funny.
I never saw that. Yeah, no,
Who are you and why are you doing this?
people have made a ritual out of calling him.
The fear would overtake us.
Yeah, so the movie promises to show you the man behind the mask. And it's one of the things I really like about this is the fact that I don't know if I should give it away or not, but it opens up and you're seeing Wrinkles' day-to-day life. And but something just ain't right. Let's see. Because let's see here.
Wrinkles is a sex offender.
Well, I'm sure that's what people were thinking, right? That he's like a serial killer clown. And one of the things that the movie does, and does really well, I think, is that it goes into how clowns are not fucking funny. They're just fucking scary now. That they've become, they used to be objects of
hilarity,
glee, and happiness and laughter, and now they're a symbol of just pure, unadulterated terror.
Well, if the Insane Clown Posse never taught people that, I don't know what else you can possibly do. Did you see that documentary on the Insane Clown Posse? where they had an actual clown, and he was like, "These aren't clowns, people. These aren't clowns. Clowns are fun and happy. These are not clowns." They showed him a picture of Shaggy 2 Dope with his penis in his hand.
Yeah, I'm divided on the Insane Clown Posse because on the one hand, the music's terrible. Right. But on the other hand, there's something kind of funny about it, right?
Yep.
And that
They're huge professional wrestling fans too. Like they actually hosted.
Oh yes, they bought a wrestling ring, an actual wrestling ring, so they could train and actually get in the ring and actually do like a couple of moves. Obviously, getting picked up and body slammed by
I will say this: there's only one person out of Insane Clown Posse that has any type of talent, and that's Shaggy 2 Dope. You know, no, it's Violent J. Like Shaggy 2 Dope, just kind of he's just along for the ride. I think. Yeah.
Gotcha. It's nice. It's nice to have that cleared up. GQ Man of the Year. Yeah. So he just starts showing up. People are calling, and then he appears to be showing up at like people's parties, or people are calling calling him to come get their kids. And
I would totally do that.
Yeah, that's really good. That's a really good. It's probably like a New Yorker cartoon. We don't spank in our family. We just use the discipline clown. And then later,
it's a great retirement job, you know.
For sure. Funky the Clown. We got to talk about Funky the Clown because he is not a Wrinkles fan, which is perfectly fine. But motherfucker needs to realize nobody thinks clowns are funny.
Hey,
right?
Brian, did you ever check out the Metal Shop with me and Matt? Like the beginning of the Metal Shop?
I don't think so.
You would see you thinking like that. Like if you had looked at the intro of the Metal Shop, you would be like, you would see how it relates to this Wrinkles.
Only look at the Metal Shop intro. No.
That intro is insane, dude. It's like a kung fu theater with clowns.
Oh, nice. Oh man, I hate myself already for not having checked that out yet. I will definitely check that out.
You drinking a screwdriver up there? What are you drinking up there, Brian?
Oh, this?
That's Smirnoff and vodka?
This is just water
Smirnoff
and like a little bit of orange Mio.
Okay. Just checking.
Yeah. Not getting my drink on. Like here's Punch and Judy, right? Which goes back to medieval times. And they're like these clown puppets that are just beating the crap out of each other and doing horrible things.
Did they have those clowns on those puppets on fucking what was it? It was not Captain Crunch. It was God damn it, it was a kid's show. It was God, you gotta know. The dude had a bowl cut and he dressed like fucking the KFC colonel.
Nice.
What was his name, dude? I gotta find it now.
This is something that goes back,
Captain Kangaroo.
Captain Kangaroo. That's what it was.
Captain Kangaroo.
The Captain Kangaroo show had that fucking puppet clown on it.
Yeah, but he wasn't going around smacking people or smacking other puppets.
Was he? I can't remember.
No.
Like it was so goddamn long ago.
Because the thing with Punch and Judy is that basically it's kind of like a Three Stooges thing, right? They're just beating the crap out of each other, but not doing any damage. Because, like we know that you could hit Curly in the small of the back. I always thought that was just like the gnarliest Mo move ever in the Three Stooges. Just takes a pickaxe and just goes boom and just hits Curly on the small of his back, right? And then of course it would he'd go, oh look, and it would just curl. The metal would be all curled up and everything.
Where am I action? Numbskull.
Innocent fun. But
until Curly got cancer, and then Mo sewed him up.
Well, the image of clowns started changing because of this man. Okay? He's
Who's
patient
that?
zero. In my opinion, he single-handedly ruined clowns forever.
But did he though?
Well,
Oh, yeah, he
Funky needs to understand this. Funky the clown needs to just realize, like, dude, nobody thinks you're funny.
Did he ruin clowns or did he bring them into the modern age?
And again, in a dystopian way, maybe. And for those of you that aren't aware of who John Wayne Gacy was, he was
a humanitarian, is what he was.
He was. And as a matter of fact, he would go and entertain kids in hospitals and that sort of a thing. He was voted Man of the Year twice in his town or in his county. He had his picture taken with June Carter, right? Jimmy Carter's wife, I think.
Scary.
So, yeah, people were a little surprised when they found 27 bodies in the crawl space under his house.
Men, young men.
Yes. Yeah. What he would do was he would like get you in the basement and get you to put on handcuffs, right? Like, here, just like, just put here. I'm going to show you a trick, right? Handcuff yourself, right, on one wrist, and then, bink, he would handcuff them to the sink, and then he'd be like, okay, now I'm going to bend you over and like rape you and kill you.
Now he was married too, wasn't he?
I don't think so.
I could swear from the movie like he was married, and
I mean the movies,
like he was
take a lot of poetic.
Looks like
license.
Francis. Didn't Francis play him too in a movie?
I don't know. I remember it was the guy from Rambo.
Pee Wee Herman. That one. You remember Francis from Pee Wee Herman?
I know in one of the movies, it was the sheriff from the original Rambo movie that played John Wayne Gacy. Yeah.
Brian Dennehy.
Oh, yes. Brian Dennehy.
I never seen it. He's a pretty
I
big
remember
guy.
that when it came out, actually. Yeah, that was a while ago. That was a pretty good movie. And then Mark Harmon played Bundy. Right? Because Mark Harmon was like really good looking, and Bundy was like a certified hunk. And that's what made it very easy for women to fall into his traps. That, and also he would wear a fake cast to make himself seem vulnerable in some way. These are guys who weren't fucking maniacs running around with machetes.
No,
These
they were
guys
natural
who were really
urban
fucking
predators.
Smart.
Super urban predators, as a matter of fact.
Right.
Yeah.
They were the glittering vampires of the modern age.
In a sense, yeah. Because think about this. One of the defining characteristics of serial killers is that they're rare. Like really fabulously rare. One in like 100 million or something like that. Right? And yet everybody's like looking over their shoulders for serial killers because of this shit.
Right.
And it's like you're more likely to die in your own bathtub. You're more likely to get struck by lightning. You're more likely to get eaten by a fucking shark than you are.
That's like, they ain't caught me yet. Only the shitty ones get caught.
Right.
Right.
Dot those I's, cross those T's.
Anybody want any soup?
Yeah, right. Got some turtle soup for you.
Yeah, so Funky, I hate to say it, man, but it's time to pack that shit in. Nobody thinks clowns are funny anymore. Let's take a look at the very first video. I'm sorry, Preston?
I said nobody thinks clowns are funny.
Nobody.
But I think that's cool too, because there's nothing better than an evil clown. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They're a thing now. They've been a thing
Yep.
for a while now. What up, some
What's up,
person? Thank
Shadow?
you for hanging out. Shadowhawk, I see you. Hail back to you.
Yeah.
Man. But the thing about Wrinkles is that he caused like a hysteria
Yeah.
And so people were wondering, who the fuck is this guy? He caused a a panic in Florida and parts of Texas just by standing there with fucking balloons in his hands.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of it has to do with that mask, I think. That mask is really fucking creepy.
Yep.
You know, because it's part Michael Myers. It's got those the eyes are blacked out, right? I think that's really spooky. Yeah, let me share the very first video.
I think the Brazilians brought it to the next level. They're the ones that would go in like dark alleys and shit and dress as clowns and do like
Who is
prank
this?
videos, didn't they?
Oh yeah.
And also in
oh yeah, no, the kids. That was a thing until some kid got shot.
yeah, I was about to say that they have it where they showed a video. I think it's on YouTube where he got shot. They were doing was it a parking, like an underground parking lot or something like that, where he came out?
No, they would hang out in the woods around like baseball fields and parks and try to lure kids over with candy, right? And it was all innocent, right?
I don't know about that. I've seen them like.
These guys are not fucking serial killers. They were just, but they were doing this for shits and giggles.
Well, I've seen them like doing that to like adults. Like a guy and his girl be walking down in a park, and the dude would come out the weeds. You know, there's a clown with blood and a machete. And there was a few times the dude pushed his girl in front of him and ran away.
Oh man,
those beta males, bro. You watch out for those beta males.
You got to see that shit. And I think that's where they got shot at. One of them got shot because he did it. And the dude was like, nah, this ain't working today, dude.
Whipped out the blicky. Like, put a couple of hot ones in them.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, I think somebody got shot, but nobody got killed. But that's when I think people realized, like, yeah, maybe you need to kind of scale like this clown shit back.
Right. Take it.
But the whole Wrinkles thing started with one video. Let's take a look at that. So it's a like a nanny cam, right? Black and white, kind of grainy quality. Girl sleeping in her bed, and there is a shelf under the bed, and it opens itself, seemingly, and who's inside? Like 3 guesses. And it's Wrinkles.
Good way to start a movie.
Yeah, I mean, they put this on YouTube with no explanation.
Right. Yeah. It's
right. So here he gets up, he sits up like a body sitting up in a coffin, and the girl. That's a part that I find really interesting. The girl, like, lifts her head up like she heard something, and then she puts her head back down and goes back to sleep. That is a very, very good detail.
I think it's got to be staged, though. You think? Like,
oh yeah. It's
you haven't? Oh, dude, you gotta watch this documentary.
Yeah, it's good.
You gotta watch this. You gotta watch.
Only an hour, it's only like an hour and like 18 minutes.
18 minutes,
something like that.
Right. And like I said, I've never done a documentary. We've never done a documentary, and I've been wanting to do this one for a while now.
My wife's seen this documentary. I think this documentary is like a couple of years old, isn't it? Like, she was telling me about it.
Came out like 2019.
Yeah. She was telling me about it.
Yeah.
What? What up, Undead Ramen? Why is it always
ramen.
Florida?
Right?
Beats me. Ask Mike Barron. I don't think he has the answer either, though.
What is it? It's got to be something. It's maybe it's the fumes from the Bermuda
Swamp
Triangle
gas. I think it's internet gas. That's
Bermuda Triangle gas.
They got all that internet gas coming out of the swamp, and
then he's looking into the camera, and
just those eye sockets,
Yeah, there's nothing worse than empty eyes. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's
all
all
two little dots.
The camera.
Little dots. You can see their tiny little bit of what was left of their soul, remnants of souls.
That's what made Kelly Jones's art so creepy. is that he would do empty eye sockets. You know what I'm saying? And like just the pinpoint of like an eyeball or something like that. You know what I'm saying?
That's one of the things that makes the zombies in Plague of the Zombies, the Hammer movie, so creepy, is they have those little pinprick pupils.
Yeah.
And I think originally they did that so the actors could actually kind of see.
Makes sense.
Right? But it ended up just having that effect where you're just like, yeah.
I think what they did too with like how it was, I thought it was creative on how he kind of led you to believe. Well, I don't want to spoil it too much now because Preston didn't see it. But
no, I'm already seeing it. We talked about it.
No, we're gonna spoil it. We're gonna spoil
the shit out of it.
Because I have to point something out. But we're gonna let you know, folks, before we start dropping the spoilers. But I'm sorry, go ahead.
Oh no, I was just gonna say, like, I love the whole like turn, you know what I mean? Yeah, I'm Wrinkles the fucking clown. You know, this isn't my real voice, actually. I'm just fucking putting the fucker on for you, you know? So you kind of think he's this, you know, New England guy that came down to Florida and he's retiring and this is his job of, you know, he said, fuck it, I'm not gonna be a clown anymore. It doesn't pay the bills. I'm gonna fucking scare you and see what happens. I'm having fun. But I'm living, you know, every day to day. I'm like, damn, this is pretty cool. This is I mean, fuck, it's a Florida man story. You know what I mean? It could go like a multitude of ways, you know?
Mike Barron should definitely do a book on this.
Yeah, man. And then they turn it, you know, and then it's something else, you know?
Florida man meets Wrinkles the Clown. I'm ready.
Yeah.
Ooh, that would be awesome.
That's right. Fucking.
You talk about $1 million idea right there, son.
Dude, and it is. And then he could actually bring him on and like market it with him, you know, on like YouTube and shit, you know, give him a host. But whatchamacallit, just the way they do the turn, you know what I mean? Where it's not actually him. It was just really believable. And it was very creative for a fucking documentary.
Really creative because they introduced you to Wrinkles the Clown, the real guy, and it's a guy who is basically down on his luck, living in his van, right?
Yeah.
Or like a little trailer or something like.
So you're hiring a homeless person to come scare your kids?
I know, right?
Right?
Nothing wrong with that.
Hey,
I
give him a job.
No, the smell is all part of the act.
Job creation is golden.
It helps me get into character and adds more to the performance.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, and the guy's voice is just funny because it's you know it's very gruff, gruff. You know, sounds like a guy that's been like smoking a lot of cigarettes, drinking a lot of coffee.
Perfect.
You know what I mean?
It's
Perfect.
Doc.
Spot on. No.
And yeah,
Doc's got more baritone.
Shit blew up so much that here he is. That's
I meant
the
the
guy
smoking
that's
and coffee
presented to
part.
us as Wrinkles the Clown.
Oh,
but there's a twist in this.
Why there's no Ohio man? That's
why would I ever leave Ohio?
Why is there an Ohio man?
a Louisiana man or some shit.
Right, or New York.
Trust me, we got some stupid shit up here too, dude.
Oh, I got something for you right after you make your point, Brian. I just now remembered. And
no, go ahead.
But...
Arizona's got everybody beat. Timothy McVeigh, and we train Arabs to crash planes.
I was gonna say, Wisconsin got everybody beat with fucking Ed Gein, but whatchamacallit, Phil Anselmo, he made a fucking haunted house. I guess he's starting a YouTube.
Yeah. I went to it. Yeah, it's called the House of Shock.
Okay, there we go. And I have it on.
I actually
YouTube.
did some work on the House of Shock. Yeah.
Did you really?
Oh,
yeah. And my buddy Alan, the Misfits guy that me and Matt were talking about, he used to do the posters when Phil was in charge of it. Yeah,
that's it.
The House of Shock.
Oh, that's awesome.
Trust me. On YouTube right now. He just 10 days ago he just started. He tours it. I'm like, ooh, I like this. Like
it's
like
not. Phil doesn't own it. Phil hasn't owned it for maybe about 5 years or something like that.
Oh, okay.
He sold it a while back for like a few $100,000.
Well, you know, one of the things that I love about, like, you know, the later Misfits covers. I mean, I don't consider that band to be the Misfits. It's not really the Misfits without Glenn Danzig.
The new one, like with Michael Graves.
And mind you, I really like that first album, American Psycho. I really think it's good, and Michael Graves is great on it because he's not trying to sound like Glenn Danzig.
No, and that's what I like about it. A lot of people don't like it because of that, but I like Famous Monsters and I like American Psycho because of that. because
Yes.
and
Yes.
it's
Those are both
heavier, dude. Like it's punk, but it's heavy punk. You know,
right.
it's completely different than the Danzig years.
Yeah. And mind you, I was a Misfits freak before. It's just the weirdest thing. It's just like I'm always into shit that then blows up and becomes popular.
It's because it's quality. That always happens. It happens with bands that you love. You know what I mean? They usually because there's something there. You know what I mean?
If they're good.
I'm a Misfits freak too. I love the Misfits. I think they're the best thing ever.
Jerry Only. It was funny. I was at the New York Comic Con, and this chick that was working Jerry Only's booth was talking about what an asshole he is.
What did you think of Doyle's side project?
Kind of
like both of them, like Gorgeous Frankenstein and the Doyle project. Like,
yeah, not my cup of tea.
Neither one of them.
It's an E for effort, I suppose. I mean, maybe I'd have to listen to him again. You know,
Gorgeous Frankenstein was a money grab, but
three times.
Yeah, I mean, one of the things that I'm guessing you probably covered this. They got Basil Gogos to do their covers. Basil Gogos
we did.
Yeah, Famous Monsters.
Yeah,
man.
Yeah, no, we talked about Basil. Yeah,
the hell.
Yeah, man was a legend. He only passed away relatively recently. Oh yeah, then
well, all the old Misfits albums was done by, like, that's what I was saying. That's what I was telling Matt when we were doing the retrospective on the Misfits. Was that all of the old that band was completely Glenn Danzig when it started. He wrote the music. Him and fucking I can't remember his name. Jerry Only like fucking trained Doyle how to play guitar. You know, Danzig came up with all the lyrics, all the music, and everything for the for all of the songs during the Danzig years. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yes.
Jerry Only wouldn't admit that, but Doyle sold him out. Doyle's like, nah, dude, like Danzig totally wrote that shit.
Isn't it amazing? Like, you can literally have a band, right? You could just straight up have a band with just one album, like, and you could play that fucking album until you die. Like, it's monotonous and redundant and fucking annoying, but it could happen. You know what I mean? It's pretty cool, actually.
Yeah,
it is. I actually, well, I didn't meet him. He was like, I was kind of too shy. But I was at a comic convention with my friend, and he really wasn't that into it. But he looks over at a guy that's like going through like comics, and in the vendor's room, and he's just like, "Are you Glenn Danzig?" This was when he was post Misfits, pre Danzig, when he was in Samhain, or
so then
if you want to pronounce it correctly.
Then he popped out his Wolverine claws, and then he got him like.
and so my friend's talking to him.
So it was the steroid years, is what you're talking about.
I just freeze because I'm a fan of this guy, and I'm just like, right, and I just keep my fucking eyes glued to the space in front of me. Yeah, no, I mean, I used to be more.
I'm a huge Danzig fan, dude. Like, he's so goddamn talented. You know what I'm saying? Like,
he fucking blew it. He blew it. He blew it. He blew it.
You can't produce movies.
I want to see that movie. Hey, Brian, you see that movie?
Western coming out now.
Oh, me and Preston are all about that. Did you see it yet?
I got a copy, but it's a cam. Like, it's really shitty. So
okay, I'm gonna wait. That fucking Bisley book that comes with it.
I got it. I got the Bisley book,
Brian.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the comics that he put out in Veronica. Some of those are really good.
No, Bisley put out a book for the movie of the characters, an art book.
Hold on 1 second.
A horror Western book for
like something that's adjacent to the movie.
Yes.
Here it is. I got it.
The homeboy's got it, dude. And he does all the fucking movie posters, bro. It's all Bisley, dude.
Wait, hold on.
I'm excited for this fucking movie, and there's a lot of fucking. Well, I mean,
now,
movie I love.
Ryan.
Yes.
In this book, Danzig credits Bisley for creating all the characters for Death Rider.
Nice.
And he also all the scenes, like all the storyboards, everything.
Oh, man.
Now,
It's a
does this
nice
character
song.
look familiar? At all?
Yes.
Does it? Because
Yes.
honestly, this character looks very motherfucking familiar. In fact,
Yep.
somebody paid Bisley to do this character with Nosferatu in the background. And what I was telling Matt, I was like, I think like that commission was just one of the pieces that were rejected by Danzig for the movie. And he just did it up real quick and just sold it to your boy.
Oh man, you know the movie that Danzig did, that horror movie, Perotta.
Yeah, that was
is
terrible.
Unwatchable.
Yeah.
Unwatchable.
I
It's
tried, dude.
so
I tried
fucking
hard to
cringe.
watch it. I couldn't do it.
Well, because
Let's
it's
see
just like
Brian do
I
like a-
feel embarrassed for him because there was a moment in his career. Actually, you know what it was? It was when he collaborated with Roy Orbison on the Less Than Zero soundtrack, right? Roy Orbison
no
wrote a
shit.
song for
I didn't
him.
hear
He
that.
wrote a song for Roy Orbison, and they're both
Oh,
fucking
awesome.
fantastic. And
Oh,
that's when I
yeah,
was like,
Roy
"Oh,
Orbison's
this
the
guy's
shit.
going to go someplace really interesting." And then
Yeah.
the first Danzig record comes out, and what is it? It's basically hard goth, right?
Mm.
Really hard gothic rock. And we go see him live. Show's awesome. And then
You talking about the album with Mother on it?
What was that?
Like the Danzig one with Mother?
Yes.
I don't know if I consider that gothic. I thought it was just like heavy rock, dude. I don't know.
Yeah, heavy. Well, I mean, that's what I
But-
would call it. That's you know what you
Kinda
know,
just
if
metal
if
in a way.
If you put a gun to my head, and like I would say, yeah, it's like really heavy gothic rock.
Now Danzig also wrote a song for Johnny Cash.
That's right.
And Johnny Cash credited Danzig for the song. It was 13. And you know, and
When
dude, that song is fucking sick, son. Like you can write a whole comic based on that song. It's like-
Although, fuck him for making that track number 12 on that record.
yeah.
You could have put something
Just to
there.
fuck with you.
Well, I think he did that. I think he did that because Johnny Cash like was producing the song on his record because he actually gave it to Johnny Cash. I think
Right.
Danzig did a version on it of it himself, but
It was a
you
troll
know,
for Brian Christgau
yeah.
What was that?
and everybody else. It was a troll for you, dude.
Yeah, no, I was a huge Danzig fan, and for the past 20, 25, 30 years, I have just seen him as wasted potential, squandered potential. That I was
Well, there's a
expecting him to
point-
become this really great artist, and he didn't. He just kind of
I don't know. I mean, I think
he can't grow, right? Like there's certain bands that you see them grow up. Like for instance, Typo Negative was a band like that where I thought,
yeah.
geez.
But
if
you
these
got to
guys
realize
grow
too,
up-
like Danzig's in his 60s, dude. Like he was born in 1951. You know, like the dude was old. He was old in the 90s. You know, he just looked incredibly young. You know.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
He's like Wolverine, dude.
And-
That's why he's Wolverine.
Yeah. Like he looked young, and then I realized like this motherfucker's like 52 and fucking. You know what I'm saying? Like it
He's
was
all
like,
old.
Jesus Christ.
The Misfits. That shit's crazy.
Age is just a number. Did you guys see Graham Nolan? That picture that he posted? Of
Yeah,
him
yeah.
flexing? Like what in the actual fuck? He looks like a bodybuilder.
That's
Dude,
he
he's
must be.
like
I think he's
66.
on. I think he's on testosterone replacement. Because I'll be honest, dude. Like I lost 40 pounds of muscle when I got on before I had testosterone replacement. When I got testosterone replacement, I gained like 60 pounds of muscle. I'm saying
that's
like
so
it was
awesome.
crazy.
Oh,
Yeah.
give me some of that shit.
Go to your doctor. Tell them that you have. It's not expensive. Like it's cheaper than getting the steroids off of the streets. I can tell you that right now. You know,
Oh, I would imagine.
safer
really-
too. Way safer.
There's because you know it's pharmaceutical grade. It's not like some shit off the streets.
Yeah, this kid right here. Some of these kids had like hero worship for this fucking dude. Too,
Yeah.
man.
He's scary, dude.
This kid gets it.
Movie was so
This kid
weird.
really gets it. He's like, like people, he's scaring people, but you know what? Sometimes people need to be scared.
Yeah.
We need to be scared because you can be in a certain place, like a bad mindset, like depressed or something. You watch a horror movie, boom, it scares the crap out of you, and you're in a much better place, right? You actually end up feeling better. This kid actually got that, and he created his own creepy clown mask. So that's the cool thing too, is that Wrinkles inspired this rash of creativity amongst his fans, and that's fucking cool.
All these parents, like, they thought Wrinkles was going to scare their kids straight. Instead, they start making their own evil clown masks.
Yeah, but the parents are like,
oops.
But the parents, you can tell, were very understanding. Like, oh, this is like what they're into now.
Well, I don't think they're going to be threatening their kids with serial killers in the future. You go walking out, the kid sharpening his knife and getting fucking a barrel of acid.
Right. Let's check this out. This is a video called Game Night. And this was the second video, I believe, that he released.
You want to get something?
Right. So these kids are hanging around. It's game night. I'm not sure what game they're playing. And so he says, "You want to get pizza?"
But she beat you because she has higher.
Yeah, she has higher trees. Or three of
Told
kind.
you. Now you got all
so
of these.
you want all of those.
Now you want all the gold chips.
So you want all.
Right. So very innocent.
She got her excited because she doesn't know. Yeah.
They seem to be having a good time, but somebody's about to put an end to that shit.
Somebody.
That's good. I know.
Out of nowhere.
Guys. No, you want the money.
What's outside?
What?
Huh?
There's something outside.
And it's Wrinkles.
Oh, this is so good. This is so good.
I swear this.
It's like peeking around the corner.
Something outside.
What the fuck?
Wrinkles is gonna get me. And then this ending is great. So it's like he's in the house now, and he turned the camera off, and God knows what he's gonna do next. Some person says Wrinkles the Clown visits children that don't eat their vegetables.
Man, you gotta get them kids veggies at a young age, man. Like they eat the little jars, but you gotta be like, this is so good. They're like, yeah, it's so good. Yeah. The moment you back off on the veggies, they're like, fuck that shit. Give me some like fries and chicken nuggets. I'm serious, dude.
Matt.
Like it's ridiculous.
It wasn't until I got older that I, like in my 20s, that I was like, wow, Brussels sprouts are delicious.
Yeah, some butter and pepper and garlic. Every vegetable is pretty good.
All right. You guys are both parents. Would you try to get your kids to behave by calling Wrinkles the Clown to tell them that Wrinkles the Clown is going to come and get them?
I don't think it was good. To be honest.
I would think that would be a hard no for both.
I would do that. I would do it. I did some crazy shit to my kids when they were.
No, I wouldn't.
Then again, my kids like grew up on Doom. You know what I'm saying? And shit like that. And classic horror, like fucking Frankenstein and Dracula and all that. Like every Halloween, we'd have marathons where it was like all day, just horror movies. Yeah.
Same here. That's like kind of what we did this month.
Age-appropriate horror education. It's like you have age-appropriate sex education, age-appropriate horror education.
And same person talking about Krampus.
Cannibal Holocaust and Serbian film. You start them out with the Universal monsters and
like Alvin Costello. That's what my dad showed me. Then eventually, it was found dead. Same person's talking about Krampus, like you talked about, Brian. I know that like over in Anaheim, there's like a pretty big like German, like, you know, community over there, you know.
Oh my God.
Where I'm at. And from my understanding, like I don't know if it's like in Germany, but like Krampus was primarily focused towards like teenagers, so they wouldn't go out and party and mess around and shit. You know what I mean?
And then it backfired like a motherfucker.
Yeah, that
right.
They're like, you know what? Let's make this a celebration. Like every year, we'll all dress up as Krampus and beat people.
Oh yeah, Krampus is coming, huh? Krampus knocked. That is coming up. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
that's
Also very
accurate,
popular in Austria. I remember seeing like it was like a procession of these guys in Krampus costumes, and they were beautiful.
Yeah, it was like a parade in Germany. It's a celebration.
Yes.
Yeah, that's the Krampus celebration in Germany.
Krampus knocked, right? Is it Krampus knocked? Is that what
Something like that. Like I want to go to it. Like that fucking thing looks amazing. Yeah.
Oh, it does. It does. For sure. Okay, now we're gonna start dropping spoilers.
Santa Claus. Okay. Is the
Okay.
clown. Well, explain.
Right. So this is the guy that we've been told is Wrinkles the Clown. He's not. This guy's an actor. And this whole time, somebody has been doing the voiceover work for him. And it's a guy who prefers to remain anonymous. Obviously, because of like potential fear of reprisals, right? And also because he kind of wants to preserve the mystery of Wrinkles the Clown, because he had no idea that this thing was going to fucking take off. Yeah, this is the website right here. Have you seen Wrinkles? And yeah, so like he would post like pictures. Yeah, and then of course this video, him rolling by, creepy clown caught on tape. It's like he's hanging out behind a fucking dumpster. Yeah, so these were all basically an art project. That's what this guy was doing. That was like, what does Wrinkles want? It was he basically was doing an art project and then seeing how that was going to affect people, right? So it's almost like an interactive work of art. And unfortunately, some people use that interactivity to like torture their kids. And you know, when they're playing the tape for him and he finds out about that, he's just like, oh man, like he feels really bad about that. He didn't know that people were going to do that. And let's see. Oh yeah, and then there is the moment where suddenly I was like, I got this guy's number. I know exactly where he's coming from. And that is, oh yeah, look at all the clown sightings. Yeah, this was a thing.
You
man.
noticed that he made it all the way up to Wisconsin. You noticed that?
Yeah, man. And professional clowns angered by nationwide hysteria. Nobody thinks you're funny. Find a different job. What the fuck? But some of these dudes, man, like Funky, he's just hanging on, man. Just hanging on. It's like creepy clown is sort of redundant. Now this is like some juggalo that's like robbing a store.
So yeah, we got to go rob some stores in the same dressed up that way just because, you know.
Then on the Penn State campus, there's like a throng of people chanting, "Fuck that clown! Fuck that clown!"
Yeah, but they were talking about Biden. Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, so then people they would have said "fuck Brandon." So then a lot of these kids start creating like their own evil clowns. Like this kid gets really inspired. And,
yeah, he's got the Jack of Hearts costume on, you know.
Yeah, no, it's he's putting his own stink on it. You know, he's giving the evil clown thing his own je ne sais quoi, and he's making these short films and uploading them to YouTube. Right? It's cool, creative shit for a kid to be doing. And then of course this kid.
That kid just fucking loves Wrinkles. That kid fucking idolizes him, man.
Yeah, and also because he really gets him, and how being scared is a good thing, right? I mean, not literally scared. I'm not talking about being in a liquor store and suddenly some guy comes in with a shotgun. I'm talking about like horror movie scared, where it's like you're scared but you're safe. And that can be incredibly cathartic. But this was the moment. This was the moment where I was like, I got this guy's number. Just walking along. Now, what's that?
Dude's got a Gwar t-shirt on.
What's that t-shirt
I see a
say?
G and a W right there.
Whoa.
Let's check out. Yep. Whoa. I want to get their comics.
It's not that good.
Sure.
I read it.
This guy's wearing a Gwar shirt. That's when I realized exactly what this is. It's a fucking art project, right?
Right.
Because Gwar was an art project. So these are people that are creative in the same mischievous spirit that Gwar worked in.
Well, Gwar was fucking talented too.
Yeah, sure, man, for sure.
Very talented musicians.
Got to see them, I think, about 4 times. And,
I think one of their main guitarists just quit too, like this week.
Singer died, didn't he?
Singer died, and then like one of the main guitar or one of the 2 guitarists just quit, like after so many years.
Yeah,
just,
Dave
like
Rocky.
2 days ago or something like that.
Oh, really? Oh, sorry to hear that. But
I think they have a new comic out now, like a new one. There's this
really?
something. There's this comic book company.
I got the comic.
They publish like metal. They do like In Flames, Amon Amarth, Gwar. There's a couple bands.
Might be it. I gotta say it because I don't think that doesn't sound like the comic I got. The comic I got looks like a regular comic book. Like
they have some old comics and then it's a newer one.
They have a bunch of new members to Gwar too that don't fit the narrative that they had before. Like
here's the thing about new Gwar, right?
It's hard.
I'm kind of happy. I think it's kind of beautiful that there are people that are keeping that going. But I'm not interested.
Yeah,
it's like when El Duce died. El Duce from the Mentors. And then they got a guy called Moose Dick to fucking sit in for him, right? And to me, the idea of going to see the Mentors without El Duce, because El Duce was dead, was just depressing. Right? It's just like, why would I go see them? At the same time, if they're like people that are just getting into it, because I don't want to come negative to what they're doing.
Right. No, I understand. Yeah.
But
some people like to see, just want to hear it though,
Oh yeah, for sure.
But I understand where you're coming from too. You had to be there type shit.
He shows up.
Yeah.
He shows up on Halloween night, and people are loving him. They swarm him with fucking love. He's giving fucking high fives. They're taking pictures with him. Oh yeah, and then there's this really interesting imagery, right, of basically the reverse of that original video, where he brings the girl in and he lays the girl down, and then he gets under her bed, right? And it's the idea of monsters being comforting in some way. It's another great image right there.
Like
some people got really fucking pissed. Some people got really fucking pissed. But he got over 1 million fucking phone calls and texts.
Yeah.
Which is insane.
I'm willing to bet most of those people that got pissed are Christians.
Are just idiots.
Don't
non-denominational idiots.
My little angels.
Yeah, and then of course they're showing the depiction of clowns in Hollywood films and TV.
That was the best American Horror Story. That the circus one.
Yeah,
that's what I heard.
That was the best
one. To watch that.
Every season has some cool shit.
Didn't that remind you that, what was it? It was El Carnival or something like that? Like the Gothic Carnival?
Yeah.
Brown on canceled after.
When a dude had the tattoo of a tree coming up.
I watched that back in the day, dude. I saw it I remember what it was on HBO.
That fucking series is timeless, dude.
I thought it was pretty
wish
cool.
they
I
would've
didn't get
finished
to watch it all,
So
but
good.
Clancy Brown's in there, right? He's like the leader of them,
Yep.
right?
As a
Yeah.
priest.
And
Also-
Adrian Barbeau's in there too, huh?
Also,
Yeah.
American Gothic
Yeah.
was badass
yeah.
too. Like
With
that was
Sheriff Buck.
awesome, dude. Yeah.
Sheriff Buck. I remember
Yeah.
me and
That
my
was
mom used to
good.
watch that. I'm Sheriff Buck. It was Gary Cole from fucking Office Space and the Brady Bunch.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I was like,
Dude,
man,
it
that
was
fool's
great, dude.
hard
That
as
was
fuck. Like,
yeah.
and I
And you know
couldn't take him seriously. I'm like, dude, no, that's fucking Sheriff Buck, motherfucker. That ain't fucking
Absolutely.
That ain't Lumberg. That ain't fucking, you know. And I don't remember the show like episodes, but I just remember him being a badass and he just controlled that town. He was Satan pretty much, you know.
He was. That's
Oh, yeah.
exactly what he
No.
was. Yeah.
That's exactly who he was. And a funny little detail about that, little trivia, the character's name was Lucas Black. And the little boy who played the little kid, his name was Lucas Black.
The actor, yeah.
Freaky.
He's in the
Freaky,
Fast and the
freaky,
Furious.
freaky. You know, he was the kid that was in Sling Blade.
Yep.
Yeah, he
He's
was.
in Fast
Yeah.
and the Furious now. He's still making the new ones because he's in
Yeah.
he's
Good
in
for
Tokyo Drift, and then he bounced out for like 5 movies, and now they're bringing him back. Like just
He
for a
was
little
good though. He was good in Tokyo
Oh, he's a
Drift.
good-
Like he was really
He's a
good.
good actor. He's a good actor. Yeah.
But no, like honestly, I seen American Gothic was almost like a prototype of the early supernatural episodes. You know what I'm saying?
There's a lot of
For
stuff.
sure.
It
Yeah.
was ahead of its time in a lot of ways.
It
I think.
was. It totally was ahead of its time, and it got canceled after one season. I was just like, I was sorry to see it go.
Me
I
too.
remember
Yeah.
That was a good time. Like Millennium, the X Files. That I used to watch all those. With my
Oh,
mom.
Millennium was
Those-
badass too, dude. Like that was.
And that was part of the X Files verse too.
Yeah, it was. Remember this, and of course, it gave you a lot of fucking Lance Henriksen, you know. And
Yeah,
I fucking love that.
I want to go back and watch that shit. Actually, glad we had this conversation.
Yeah, me
about
too.
Uh-huh.
And with American Horror Story, I'm just like, do I start watching just season 1, or is there one season in particular?
No, watch
American
them all.
Horror Story, like it's kind of hit or miss with me. You know what I'm saying? Like the Carnival, like
For
thing
me,
was
every
good.
season. Yeah,
The one where they had that sick ass clown, and he took off his face. And it was
his
just like,
mouth.
"Ugh,"
Pulls
you
out
know?
his mouth. It's a mask.
Yeah, that shit was badass. You know,
The thing for
but
me about that show is every season is hit or miss. Like every
Yeah.
season has dope shit, but fucking horrible shit that I hate. Every fucking season.
yeah,
So it's like I have
Yeah,
to.
pretty
It's like, and I get sucked into watching it. Like we'll watch it, but they're all.
the
all,
worst
like,
one to me
watchable,
was
dude.
The Asylum. Like that was, I didn't like that. I
Yeah.
thought it was kind of stupid.
I haven't seen all of them though. And they do keep the same cast, Brian, most of the time.
Yeah, they
I
do.
know that was like the central
cool.
conceit of the show, that it's
The
going to
dude played Quicksilver. One of the
Yeah.
main guys played Quicksilver in the X-Men.
The new season
shit.
sucks though. The new season, it seems like they got like new actors, and it's not the same. It's not told like the same as it was in the previous fucking 10 seasons.
Well, they're on what, like season 7 or
FX.
something like
Yeah,
that?
no, they're on like 10 or some shit
Oh,
right now.
That shit's gonna run out of gas.
Yeah. So it's like it's always been a fucking woke ass show, but now it's like uber duber woke, you know. So I don't know.
Yeah,
I
well,
mean, I guess it always has been.
horror. You know, horror's woke now. Oh God! Did you guys see the trailer for the new Hammer movie for Dr. Jekyll?
Mm.
Let me
Is it-
see if I can.
Is it good or is it terrible?
No, dude. Is it good?
Should we just stick to Old Hammer? Is what I'm asking. Like,
No, it's not a period piece.
no, I'm saying like, should we stick to Old Hammer? Like, is New Hammer
Yes.
not
Yes.
something
Hammer
we should
should
be
be Hammer.
interested in?
Hammer should be one thing, one genre, gothic
Big
horror.
Yeah, I
right?
agree with you. Yeah.
And you know what? You can make gothic horror fucking scary again.
But what I'm saying is, does the New Hammer live up to the Old Hammer?
Well, we're gonna see. The previous new
It sounds
Hammer-
like he's avoiding the question.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, because we're gonna watch this trailer, and I just want to get your
Because I feel like watching me
y'all's
some
thoughts on it.
some Christopher
Because-
Lee tonight. A little bit.
Yeah, I'm cautiously optimistic. Right, cautiously optimistic. That's basically.
Who could okay, say they're gonna make Dracula now in our time. Who the fuck can replace Christopher Lee?
I don't know, dude. That
You're gonna
dude
have
from
to
the
go-
Netflix series was okay, but they ruined that movie.
Oh,
I think you're gonna have to go look for an
That was a lot of fun.
unknown actor. You'd have to
He
hit up
was-
the fucking colleges and shit. I think, or go to.
Well, the guy from the Netflix series, he made you like him, but when he wanted to be scary, that motherfucker was scary. You know what I'm saying? Like just like Christopher Lee, but the difference is that Christopher Lee, there was always an air of menace around that motherfucker. No matter what, it was always an air of menace.
And authority.
Yeah.
Well, dude, and it's just like the more you learn about him, the more scary he is, and he's just got this physical appearance. He's
Wasn't
like,
he a spy or something like that?
He was James Bond.
He was on Her Majesty's Secret Service.
He was James
And he
Bond.
also, I think, is related to Ian Fleming.
Yeah, that was his bud. That was like his cousin or some shit, and he based him, James Bond, off of him.
Yeah.
He killed the gangs of Nazis.
What an amazing life!
And so it's like you learn more about that, and it's like fuck, he's even scarier, because he killed all these people. When you see him playing Dracula, he's this big 10-foot tall fucking Dracula, running around, jumping off tables and shit. How are you gonna recast that in modern times? I don't know.
Right.
It's kind of hard.
It's a challenge. It's a challenge, but like if you're gonna do Hammer, if you're gonna bring Hammer back, you're gonna have to do Dracula. You're gonna have to do Frankenstein. They can't do the Wolfman, but they can do Curse of the Werewolf.
Yeah.
The Mummy.
Totally.
Right. So if Universal has dropped that ball horribly,
right.
They could come in and fucking pick that shit up and run with it.
Also, here's the clue. Like, if you're going to do the Mummy, make sure that motherfucker's wrapped in bandages. That's what I'm saying.
Yes, you want Karis. You don't want Imhotep. Imhotep is the very first. This is deep lore I'm going into.
That's what we do here.
Imhotep is the mummy in The Mummy, the original film with Boris Karloff, right?
Yeah.
And he's basically it's basically a remake of Dracula. It's not really that interesting.
Yeah.
With the second one, that's when you get the fucking mummy that's like wrapped in the rotting cerements and like walking around just choking bitches to death.
Yeah.
And I highly recommend those sequels too. Starting with, I think, Hand of the Mummy, or The Mummy's Hand, right? Really, really good. Those have some moments in them that are pretty astonishing. I definitely suggest people do not sleep on those if you're a Universal Monsters fan.
If I was to cast Frankenstein's monster, it'd probably be the dude from Swamp Thing, Derek Mears, the guy who played
David
Freddy.
Harbour
I'm sorry,
would be good
Jason.
too.
David
Harbour would be good.
Yeah, he would kill it. Yeah.
Shit, I'll tell you right now, dude. Like
Jack Reacher, that guy is pretty good. It's a big.
I was at a show and one of the Jasons was there.
Derek Mears, right?
The one with all the Celtic tattoos all over his arms and shit. And he's got a crew cut. Motherfucker's fit. Like he's fucking ripped, and he's got Celtic tattoos all over. And he was like, and I had a Jason painting like on display. I actually took a picture with this motherfucker. I think I got it on my
probably
Instagram.
Derek Mears, dude. It's probably Swamp Thing. It's probably him.
It might be. I'll show you. Let me show you a picture.
Yeah, Preston,
But
did you see that? Have you seen
that
that?
motherfucker would be.
That's not gonna be now.
Dude, wait till you see this motherfucker's like, I swear to God, he's like 8 feet tall. This motherfucker's insane.
So
and it's
either him or it's Ken Krenzinger, the guy that was Superman's stunt double. He played him in Freddy versus Jason. He only played Jason in that movie.
We're taking candid pictures in front of my painting after he signed it. And I was like, yeah, let's pretend like we're going to fight. And he's like, so he looks at me and the motherfucker grabbed me by the neck. And he grabs me and pulls me over. I'm like, fuck, dude.
Right?
Wait till you see the size difference, dude. He's like double my size. Here it is.
I'll tell you.
No, this is Flash Gordon. Hold on. Here he is, right here.
I gotta step into a convention, man. The coolest shit.
This is him.
I gotta see this fool.
I think I got the picture where he grabbed me too. Let's see.
I'm just curious to see
which
one it is.
There's going to be an indie comics convention on the 18th, and it's like going to be in Fishkill, which is like a stone's throw from where I am.
That sounds like
so
fun.
it was too late for me to get a table. But yeah, it's specifically an indie comics con. So I'm going to go check it out and report back.
Brian,
Yeah.
ask them for a press pass and represent the Madness Comic Network.
Haha.
I got you, Brian.
Yeah.
There it is. I just sent you the photo.
That's a really fucking good idea, Pops.
Dude,
see
you're
if I
part of
can
the network, man. I'll
enable
vouch for
that.
you. You know?
Yeah. He's like, yeah. That dude's like, it's just like a big fucking Viking.
Dude,
It's got to be one of the older.
big.
that's
I don't
gotta
have
be
the
one of the
picture
older
where he
dudes.
grabbed it. But that's him right there. That's
Yeah, that's one of the older ones.
yeah.
Well,
Jason
one of the things that really huge people like to do is they do like to fuck with people like in a friendly way, like, you know, put their fucking.
I was cool with it. Yeah, I'm not a pussy. I was like,
Yeah.
fucking bring it, dude.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, let's do this. Yeah.
Yeah, right. No, it's
And
fun, dude.
he was awesome, dude. I really liked that dude. He was amazing. I talked to him
Which
about
one
playing
did he
Nicky the
play?
Pipe.
Oh,
And,
really?
yeah.
What do you say?
He was down with it. He said, contact my agent.
Jekyll.
Get everybody else on board with it. Yeah.
Oh, that's sick.
So it was a loss.
All right.
loss.
So this is Hammer time right here.
This is Hammer time.
It's Eddie Izzard.
So
right here?
Hammer made a comeback where they did The Lady in White and a fucking remake of Let the Right One In, which is just fucking stupid. And not much else. They did put out some comic books, a really crappy Mummy comic and a Captain Kronos Vampire Hunter comic.
That was awesome.
Yeah, I mean, the only thing that pissed me off was they didn't ask me to fucking write.
I know. What the fuck?
Because that would be like a dream job, right? I mean, maybe one of these days. We'll see. And they just kind of sputtered after that. And you didn't hear anything from them for years. Now this guy who is involved in the British, specifically the London theater scene, has bought Hammer.
Oh, shit.
And has said, we're going to make Hammer again. Right? He was talking about if you go to their website, they had like a video that they premiered, I think, like a week ago. That basically gives you a little intro. It's like 10 minutes. Like lets you know, like, well, what is Hammer, and then like where they're going to go with it. Okay, let's take a look at this trailer, and I think you'll see why I'm concerned.
Excellence incarnate. She demands the same from others.
What we're looking for is someone who could help about the house. If you like my chessboard, do you play?
So already we can see this isn't set like in the 1800s.
That's what Eddie Izzard looks like now.
Yes.
Like in real life. Like
I know. Because he always said he was a transvestite, but now he's a transsexual.
Yeah.
Because there's
That's pretty woke to me.
Transvestites are straight guys that just like to dress like shit.
that's what I was saying. When you said Eddie Izzard was playing Dr. Jekyll and Mrs. Hyde, I guess now. But I was like,
there is a Hammer movie called Dr. Jekyll and Sister Hyde.
yeah.
Started out as a joke, actually. Like this writer was like, well, Hammer, they've done Frankenstein, they've done Dracula. What are they going to do next?
Well, they're playing hard now.
Right.
And that's a good movie. That's a good movie. And they actually managed to get like two actors that look like they could be related, that look like they could be a brother and sister. It's a good movie.
Sorry, that's at me. There are cameras in almost every room. Nina has been resistant to coexisting with staff until.
Right. So how does Dr. Jekyll here, who is like a trans person, because I don't think he's playing a woman. I think he's playing like a male to female transsexual. I'm guessing.
I got to see more of the trailer.
I hear you're working for Nina Jekyll. All alone up there.
I have a daughter.
So evidently there are spooky goings on.
And to see her, I need this job.
You forgot Nina's meds.
Arya's lucky to have such a determined father. Maybe I am the making of you. Check.
All right.
So are they pretending like he's a real chick in here, or are they?
That's the thing. I don't know. Like, remember you were saying, like, when you asked whether this trailer whether it looked good or not, you couldn't get a straight answer out of me. That's like one of the reasons. Like I said, cautiously optimistic.
Show the way. Truly, all the world's a stage. Show the way.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, I think this has already come out in England.
So they
that's
don't show like Hyde.
Here's the thing. I think that is Hyde.
Rachel Hyde at your service.
Oh, Rachel Hyde. Okay.
Oh God, this is going to be terrible. So she's Mrs. Jekyll and Mrs. Hyde. Is that what's going on here? Like, I don't.
I think it's Henry Jekyll and Henrietta Hyde or some shit.
Well, yeah. I mean,
I've never seen Harry Jekyll though.
Like I said, they've done that already. They already did like Dr. Jekyll and Sister Hyde. I'm guessing this is inspired by that.
I think that's what they're doing. It's hard to tell.
This isn't my type of movie, dude. I got to be honest with you.
Yeah, I'm not really.
I'm not feeling it.
Yeah, I mean,
what's up? Good stuff.
I'll watch it though.
Total fucking hammer stand.
Nah, I can't do it. Nah, I'm sorry.
I will watch it though. It might be scary.
Oh, well, yeah. Oh, for sure. Absolutely.
Like it might not.
Yeah,
be
you
like
guys watch it. Report
gothic.
back. I'm not.
Like it doesn't look. It looks like it might be a good horror movie, but it doesn't look Hammer.
Right.
I mean, there is some gothic architecture and shit. Like the church.
Would you say that?
I say it does have some gothic architecture, like the inside of the church and things like that, you know. But and the iron gate when he rolls up to the house, but I don't like the house.
That looks like
it's a big mansion, but
that looks like Downton Abbey.
Yeah.
Right.
Yep.
It's not spooky looking.
Yeah.
It's not spooky enough. It's not. It's the exterior, the curb appeal, the mansion is a little more gothic.
I wonder if that is the place where they filmed Downton Abbey.
It might be. But do you notice something odd about his cigarette?
It's green.
It's green. So,
mint flavored.
I've seen versions of Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. There's one, Dr. Jekyll and His Women, which is
he's smoking weed. Guys, come on.
I mean, he smokes that shit. He smokes that shit and turns into Henrietta Hyde. It might be a funny or it might be a scary movie. You know, we'll see. You know what I mean? But it doesn't.
I think Izzard is a good actor.
It's trying a little bit, you know. So and he's a good actor too. Yeah. So give it a shot for sure. I'll definitely watch it.
So this is a I guess.
Yeah, that's pretty.
I guess I'll watch it.
Oh, she's a bit crazy, isn't she?
Yeah, we'll check it out. But I mean, I'm really disappointed that that's what they fucking went with. You know what I mean? And let's be real. Let's get down to brass tacks. They're trying to hit that fucking woke shit right from the get.
They could have made that movie so much better. You know what I'm saying?
They should have did a real fucking monster, a Frankenstein, a Dracula, a mummy. You know what I mean? Something. Captain.
Well, even Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, they could have did that fucking crazy good, dude. But instead, they decided to go this way with it. Are you fucking kidding me?
Little Hyde, little fucking. Yeah, they could have done some. They got some fun with Hyde. You know, make a little fucking rotund Hyde. You know what I mean? Little.
Yeah. The one that's like it.
Or a big buff one. You know,
the story where he's actually shorter.
Yeah,
he's
smaller.
like
even
like Wolverine.
Sort of.
I would have been happy if it was like a really handsome dude, and then when he turns into Hyde, he turns into a little dude from the basket case. Like I would have been cool with that. And he tried to bang his girlfriend.
A really great
with his half a body.
If you want to see the best written Jekyll and Hyde, it's the TV movie with Jack Palance. The script for that, it's by Richard Matheson, is fucking unbelievable. It goes into the Jekyll and Hyde story in a way like none of the others do. And it'd be great if they took that script and just shot that. But It
I ain't gonna lie though,
like,
man.
and
Yeah,
it looks
it's
kind
just-
of woke, man.
It
You
does.
know?
Let's just not tiptoe around it. I mean, it does. It might be scary though, but fucking, I don't know what they're
The
trying
scariest
to do with
part about that movie is the presentation.
Yeah. Yeah,
Go
it's
ahead,
just,
good
I
stuff.
mean,
What's up?
it just doesn't look Hammer. I mean, I'm sorry,
Uh-uh.
but
Right.
Woman in Black looked way more fucking Hammer than that movie.
Dude, Woman in Black was the
I-
shit, son.
That movie was solid.
Dude.
I just watched it with my daughter like a week ago. It's pretty legit.
Yeah.
And I
I
would
liked
have
it.
actually put that movie first. At least it's a gothic.
That was a
horror
Hammer
movie.
movie right
It
there.
doesn't have the prodigal son returning too much. I mean, he's looking for his kid in there, but it was good. And he's a little motherfucker, like the he's young and he's got fucking the lady in black. It's just creepier. You know what I mean? It's
Oh, it was
Yeah,
awesome,
something.
dude. Like that
It was
was
good.
Hammer
I
all
liked
over the place.
I like
And
the
then they
movie.
didn't let the right one in. I'm just like, what?
Yeah,
in
no,
the
that was dumb.
actual fuck?
Nah, they shouldn't have done that. They should have done
Idiots.
something. I mean, do something different. Do something like Kronos. Do something. I mean, there's
Yes.
they
Bring
have
back
so
the
many different
fucking
fun movies to do.
characters.
Yeah,
They
Bring
have
back
the
the
crazy
franchise.
like the key
Dracula,
characters.
Frankenstein,
Yeah,
The
exactly.
Mummy, A Curse of the Werewolf.
They have a movie on Tubi, and it took me a minute to figure it out, like because the words
There's
match
Hammer
up, the lips
documentaries on there.
the lips match up
Oh, really?
so well to the
Check that out.
movie that it took me a while to figure out that it wasn't in like English. You know what I'm saying? But it's
They
called
do those very well.
yeah, it's called The
They do
Stranger,
those really well now.
and it was it's vampires, but it's like a blood disease or some shit like that. And dude, that movie's fucking sick. Like it's crazy sick. Like they have an evil fucking cop in that movie. It's just
Yeah.
awesome.
You know
And
how,
he's
like-
the scariest one. Like the monsters aren't that scary.
Oh, really? It's a cop.
Yeah, it's called The Stranger. It's a Eli Roth. Eli Roth presents The Stranger is what it is. And it's fucking dude. It's badass, son. Like that was a kick-ass movie.
I see. So it's
I wish
it's
that like Hammer would come back and like kind of like film it a little like less high, like just kind of low tech the way it did. Put it on stages. You know what I mean? Just give it more of like a dream world. Like each movie, with Hammer, each movie felt like a world. You know what
the
I mean? Like,
Hammerverse.
Yeah.
but
The
but
Hammerverse.
even within the Hammerverse, each movie felt like you were in a world, a magical world.
Right.
A magical,
Yep.
horrific world. And I think that
Yes.
I mean it's not going to happen, but for fuck's sake, I think like it'd be cool for them to like really like take it back a notch, film it on stages.
Get Richard Stanley.
I think Matt's right. Like they
Oh,
got to stop they have to stop leaning on fucking FX so much, like digital FX.
Oh, yeah, fuck CGI.
And
yeah, fuck CGI. Yeah.
Instead of making that the main part of a movie, make
Yeah.
it like a seasoning.
Erase
you know what I'm
wires.
saying? Just a little
Yeah,
accent
little
to like
yeah,
traditional effects.
It's
100%.
it's best when you don't notice it.
Yes.
That's the thing with
Yeah.
CGI. It's best when you don't notice it. When it doesn't draw attention to itself.
Just a tool. It's just like an
'cause I've seen
actual
some
tool.
Really, I mean, if you look at like the last three Planet of the Apes movies, I didn't
Yeah.
like I didn't like 2 and 3, but the special effects in those are insane.
Dude, you see the trailer for the new one?
No, they got a new one.
Dude, it looks fucking sick. It's finally the fucking
Oh yes,
Planet of
no,
the
I
Apes now.
have. Yeah, it does
They're
look sick.
not
It does look
humanoid.
sick.
They're still apes, but they got fucking armor and shit. I'm like, all right, now I'm fucking ready. This is the
The
fucking
thing that
movie I want.
irritated me about the Planet of the Apes is that they broke the rules of the original movies. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I noticed that a lot. Like a lot of these movies, they break rules like crazy. Like the rules of the universe of that.
Right.
And I'm like,
Yeah, because the shit has to be consistent.
yeah, because I was like, because wasn't it like in Planet of the Apes, like wasn't it 2 apes that fathered like the Planet of the Apes, right? Like
You got
brought
me
up
on that.
because like it wasn't just regular apes that just started talking one day. You know what I'm saying? Like, am I right about this or am I wrong?
I don't-
Because if
I
I'm
don't know.
wrong,
I
I'm
don't know,
wrong. I
actually.
mean,
Well, we really
I don't
don't get
because they had a
the
prequel to the
Hold up,
Planet
hold
of the
up. They
Apes
went
back in the
time.
70s.
They went back in time.
Yeah.
From when they were running shit, 2 of them went back in time. And
Exactly. Yeah. And but in the new movies, it's like there's one ape that can talk and he teaches all the rest of them how to talk. And I'm like, but that's not what happened. That's not.
Well, they
That's
start
what
breathing that
happens
gas.
when,
They start breathing that gas in and
And
it starts
4.
fucking developing their brain, evolving their brain to make them smarter. That's what happens in the new one. In the
Okay.
first of the new one. That's
Like-
why.
Oh, right.
Because
Rise
John
of the
Lithgow.
Planet of the Apes.
It's
Yeah,
with John,
seen that?
it's with James Franco and John Lithgow. And John Lithgow has like Alzheimer's or something, or he's got dementia.
Yep.
And that's
Yep.
they're experimenting on the apes and with Caesar, you know, and he basically develops this like gas, you know, that you breathe it in, and it starts developing the ape's brain, and then all of the apes inside that are inside the zoo or whatnot, the menagerie or the lab, they start breathing it in, and then they start evolving too. The
That's
chimpanzee.
the first Planet of the Apes, like the
Dragon
first
Apes,
new Planet of the Apes, right?
Remake.
Like the remake.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Because I remember that, and I was like, but,
Amazing.
and they had him like teach the other apes how to talk, and I was like, but that's not. I don't remember that being like. Because I mean, if that was the case, the apes could have revolted at any time, you know. Just whooped our ass, you know. I don't know.
Oh,
it's
yeah.
just weird.
Yeah, totally. And what's it called? In the new series, it was a drug. It was a magic potion, basically that increased their brain capacity. Right? There's that wonderful scene where Caesar rolls like one of these things, so they basically are like a tear gas, right? He just rolls the thing in into the, like the cage area for the apes, and then he opens the door and they come out and they're like looking at him differently, looking at the world differently, and it's just like.
It's dope.
Amazing.
Yeah, I know. I like
to
the new
rewatch
movie.
it. Yeah, but
I really like them all. There's three. This is the fourth one, dude. They're already on the fourth. They're already on the fourth fucking one. And like now they're finally got. I'm like, where's the fucking armor at? Where these motherfuckers?
I told you the guy we were talking about, like Alan, the one that did the work for the Misfits, like he actually worked on the second Planet of the Apes movie. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
He wasn't supposed to be part of the art team, but he snuck in there and did a couple of baskets, and we're like, "Hey, who's this guy doing these baskets?" They're like, "All right, he's in charge of baskets from here on." And they shipped in a dead horse to kind of skin and do all kinds of shit with to go ahead and make some of the props for the Planet of the Apes. You know what I'm saying? It was
right.
He said that was the worst part is fucking with that dead horse. But
I liked I liked Tim Roth in the Tim Burton one. Tim Roth specifically.
Yeah.
I liked what he did. He was so fucking brutal and vicious. The way he would like run up walls and jump on his horse and fuck shit up, you know. And we got pretty cool pretty cool makeup, you know. A lot of people fucking hate that movie, but I know I love it.
I actually like it. I thought it was badass.
It's still my favorite one.
Should not have directed that. Do you know who should have been in that? Also, I mean, it's fucking Marky Mark. They could have gotten fucking Kurt Russell.
Yeah, you'd have perfect.
Schwarzenegger would even be good.
Dude, any movie with Kurt Russell is the perfect movie for Kurt Russell. There is no bad movie with Kurt Russell.
Seriously.
And Michael Clark Duncan was dope in there, you know. And you got Kevin Grevox was in there too. He was one of the gorillas. Was it Paul Giamatti was the orangutan? They're just, you know,
dude, that orangutan was the shit, son.
Also from Beetlejuice, he was an orangutan as well. Like, you know, Tim Burton's. I don't know. I want that.
Bonham Carter.
I want that. I want people in makeup. At least he fucking put people in makeup. You know, we haven't got that in a long time.
Me too.
So that's what
Me
I want.
too.
And I like Tim Roth. He was brutal. He was fucking motherfuckers up. He was like a dirty Paul. You know. And I wanted more of that, you know. I wanted more. I want that. Like, I want to see that world where they're battling each other, you know, with weapons and shit, you know. I thought that was cool.
I thought it was cool, too. I thought it was badass. And you're right. Like, more practical effects. And, I mean, is it really that expensive to do practical effects? I mean, because a lot of the FX companies, like, it came out that they were complaining because they weren't getting paid. Like, once the movie was finished, they were they had to go under because the people in charge of the movie weren't paying them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's why they were getting off so cheap.
Too.
The movie, the Queen movie, like the end of all the effects that they used in the Queen movie, where at the end, you know, they had this big audience and all that kind of stuff. That was that was all digital effects, and they never got paid for that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
so bad. That's so bad.
Hey brothers, I gotta go right now. I gotta jump on the other show and run real quick. But I fucking love this conversation. And this was a fun movie. Definitely recommend it. Two Horns Way Up. And yeah, can't wait to see you next week. And thank you a million.
It was weird.
For having me.
Guys. It was fucking weird.
Blessed to
It
know
was
you,
entertaining.
Matt.
No, I'm blessed. And thank you. Thank you, guys.
Okay. All right. See you soon.
Talk to you
I'll be in
soon,
your
dude.
chat fucking
Yeah, hell
with you
yeah.
or something. You know, he's actually really good as an interviewer. Like way better than I am for sure.
Matt?
He's just good at fucking getting people to talk and then letting them talk.
Yeah.
My problem is I got ADD, so my fucking brain is always like fucking 4 steps ahead and always wants to go. But.
Mine too, actually. Yeah, I'm like,
Right?
oh, wait, let's cover this. You know?
I like Matt's interview style. That's why I asked him to be part of the network.
Yes.
Got good shows. Does good shows.
Yes, he does. Yes, he does. And that fucking Hell War is going to be sick. I think that's going to be the one that's going to kind of get people's attention because it looks awesome. It sounds awesome. And I hope he takes my advice and does it just in black and white because this shit looks so much better in black and white.
He is. He's doing it in black and white.
For sure.
I talked to him. In fact, all his future projects are going to be done in black and white.
Hell yeah.
Because he like he said, he's got way too many ideas and not enough time. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I
Yeah.
am completely down with that. I'll be straight with you. Like your boy, Flagle, like Dan Flagle, you know, Goblin Girl.
Yeah.
Dude, like he fucked me up big time, dude. Like he fucking insanely fucked me up, like up here, you know.
Right.
And that's what got me started on all my IPs, you know. Like
Well, I'm
when
writing
he
Hell
said
Night right
well,
now.
when he said that he was diagnosed with stage 4, went from stage 3 to stage 4, I was like, what? And I was like, no way, dude.
Jesus.
Like it
Yeah,
fucked
when
me
people get
up,
sick,
dude.
the artists get sick, they're just like they want to get that final.
Well, you don't realize, like, you go through your life and you don't think there's ever going to come a day when you have to check out. You know what I'm saying? Or you have to get off the ride. And
And it can
and that
stop
just-
at any moment.
Dude,
Yeah,
that's
exactly.
what I'm trying to build here is something that I can ride out. I want something to do on my way out because I know my time's limited. I know I ain't got a whole lot of time left. I got 60 behind me. I don't got 60 in front of me.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm trying to do something to have fun on my way out. I'm trying to build something to have fun with. You know.
Don't worry, your second campaign, I'm sure, is gonna.
We have a good plan for revamping it, and everybody's going to get a real good look at exactly what it is we're building this time, not just what we're offering to get you to help. We're going to show you what it looks like. Max is building the preview channel. We're going to have something to show you. It's going to be up. It's going to be running. You're going to know whether or not it's going to work. You know. Thanks, Max. And everybody who appeared earlier in our meeting and when we talked about this. You guys rock. You know what's up.
All right.
We got plans.
Shit, I forgot to shout out my homeboy Chris. He's not feeling very well. Chris, if you're listening, hope you're feeling better, brother. He's like covered in hives or something like that. Just like something unpleasant and nasty. Preston, tell these fools where they can find you.
YouTube, Doc Salem on YouTube, and at Nikki the Pipe on Twitter.
Are you going to
check
start
out the
streaming?
Metal Shop? Huh?
Are you going to start streaming more?
We are streaming every Monday, like we do the Metal Shop. And I got to do more art
I
streams.
missed those.
I got to do more on non-devils too. Like I think I'm gonna start streaming pages as I'm doing them. Right now, I'm working on them as these shows go on. Still working on this double page spread. You know?
Sick. God damn.
This is the hardest part is doing this big spread. After this, it's gonna go a lot easier. You know.
I'm like,
but,
I know, huh?
Amazing.
These motherfuckers just
Amazing.
kicking it out, right?
It's like I said, it's like, you know, like I've been watching everybody leveling up, and you fucking like went through the fucking roof. It's insane now.
There's some people that they're eventually going to top out, and there's some people that there's no ceiling to their potential.
I know.
That's that dude. There's no ceiling to his potential.
Yep.
See, I was pointing
everybody's got a ceiling.
Yeah, I was pointing at you, boy.
Right, but you keep reaching, right? And that's why people like Frazetta and Bernie are important, is because they give you somebody to reach towards, right? And you want to die basically like, because just trying to reach their level, you're going to go so much further than you would have without them.
I just see people like Preston that are never going to be satisfied with their last book.
Right.
See,
right.
And that
I'm definitely not satisfied with my last book.
That's what I'm saying. And that's the drive. That's the kind of drive that an artist I'm going to promote has. They're not satisfied with that last book. They want to give you something better. They want to keep giving you something better. Those are the guys I want to
get better with each book. That's the thing. I want to keep getting better with each book.
Those are the guys I want to promote.
On page 15 of Hell Knight, and like that's actually moving again. I was kind of creatively constipated when I was like, doing when I was in Hotel Purgatory.
Now that you settled, I want that Western show back,
or something, and like it's moving again.
Now that you settled, I want that Western show back.
Yeah.
You doing that again, like the Spaghetti Western show? Because I'm totally down to be on that.
Dude, that was fun. I love that show.
I grew up on Spaghetti Westerns.
Dude, I need to do that.
He had me on a kick.
I haven't planned on doing that.
30 of them motherfuckers over a couple weeks period because of Brian.
Well, dude, I got those videos. Some of those got mad fucking crazy.
Yeah,
it's like
that's what I'm saying. I want you to bring that show back. It was good.
Yeah, I will.
I'm about entertaining people. That's what I want our shows. The entertaining shows fucking out there being seen.
Yeah, man. Pops, do you want to take us out?
Yeah, I got this.
All right. Preston, good seeing you, my brother. Always good talking to you. You know where to hit me up. And Pops, wait, that's right. No, wait, we got to go out the right way. Everybody, thank you so much for tuning in. We really do appreciate you. Hit the subscribe button, click the like, ring a ding ding dong the bell for notifications. And until we see you again next week, peace, love, and metal, baby.
There is a creature in the swamps. It lives to destroy. The beast they call Hogzilla.
After his latest get-rich scheme goes sideways, Gary Duba, the quintessential Florida man, ends up with a stash of somebody's high-end memorabilia. His gal Crystal is on probation and preparing for the fight of her life, squaring off against Australia's Queen of Combat. Delilah's got her back in training, staying off rich foods and the nose candy. Meanwhile, Gary and his best friend Floyd have been hired to wrangle a massive, abnormally aggressive feral hog that's terrorizing the swamp and wrecking Gary's old neighborhood. Can they bag the elusive monster swine without destroying the Sunshine State? Reserve your copy of Florida Man vs. Hogzilla at FloridaManComics.com. We're bringing back funny books, y'all.
that moron not to take out my Tchaikovsky tape. No matter, let's get started. Here we are, Nancy Moon. The last time we left our heroine, she had just joined my esteemed colleagues at level M. And the soldier who cannot stop talking, a magician with money issues, and a vampire with a checkered past. But there are other teammates she has yet to meet. One in particular might be a little bit shocking for her. I do hope she's not allergic. Back it today, won't you? Like right meow.
Comic Books for Kids provides comic books to kids in hospitals and cancer centers across the U.S. It's a place where we can all work together to make sure every child has a comic book. 100% of all proceeds go towards the kids. It's about making a difference, and while they're in the hospital, allowing them to fly like a superhero, battle dragons, or rescue teddy bears. We are in every state in the country and now support over 160 hospitals. Every month, we add more.
Visit cb4k.org.